At 20 years old, Joscelyn Roberson is a world championship medalist, an Olympic alternate, one of the best vaulters in the entire country. And a few months ago, she did something that shocked the entire gymnastics world. She walked away, not from the sport, from a winning program at the peak of her own career, for a reason that had absolutely nothing to do with results. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why. But first, you need to understand what it took to get to a place worth walking away from. Joscelyn Roberson was born on February 8, 2006 in Texarkana, Texas. She trains at a gym called World Champion Center, the same gym Simone Biles trains at, under a husband and wife coaching team named Cécile Concateau-Landy and Laurent Landy. Being at a serious gym doesn't guarantee anything. Plenty of talented kids train at great gyms and never make a senior national team. Joscelyn had to actually earn every single step of this. In 2021, she placed second in the all-around at Winter Cup in the junior division, first on balance beam, third on floor. Solid, promising, not yet a household name, even inside the sport. By 2023, everything started clicking. She won gold on vault and floor at the Cairo World Cup, silver on beam, team and vault titles at a competition called the DTB Potcall Team Challenge. She earned a spot on the senior U.S. team heading into the 2023 World Championships in Antwerp, Belgium, alongside Simone Biles herself. Team USA won gold. Joscelyn Roberson was part of that gold medal. But that same competition is also where things almost fell apart. During warm-ups for the vault final, Joscelyn suffered an ankle injury. She had to withdraw. Just like that, an individual medal chance was gone before she even competed for it, and it didn't just cost her that one event. That injury followed her through the entire year leading up to the biggest moment of her career, the 2024 Olympic trials. Think about training through pain, for months with the Olympics on the line, never fully sure your body is going to hold up when it matters most. She found her form again right in time. At the 2024 U.S. Olympic trials, she finished 6th in the all-around, good enough to be named a traveling alternate for Team USA heading to Paris. Here's what that actually means. She made the trip. She trained with the team, she wore the uniform, and she never got to compete. She watched from the sidelines while Simone Biles, Suni Lee, Jordan Chills, Jade Carey, and Hesli Rivera competed for the medals she had also trained her entire life for. Picture working through an injury for an entire year, finally making it to the Olympics, and then not getting to compete anyway. Have you ever worked through something painful just to get your shot? And then had that shot turn into something different than what you imagined? Tell me in the comments. I want to know if you've been there. After Paris, Joscelyn joined Simone Biles' Gold Over America tour. Then she started college at the University of Arkansas. And she didn't ease into it quietly. She became the program's very first freshman to individually qualify to the NCAA championships. She earned All-America honors on beam in her first year. Her freshman season broke program history multiple times over. She set the Arkansas freshman all-around record 4 separate times that year, finishing at 39.625. The highest all-around score by an Arkansas freshman at NCAAs ever recorded. She was the first Razorback freshman to earn All-American honors on beam, and the first Razorback named a regular season All-American in any event since 2021. During a meet against Alabama, one judge actually scored her a perfect 10 on floor exercise. The other gave her a 9.975. Since both judges have to agree for it to count as an official 10, it didn't go in the record books. But it was the closest anyone in program history had ever come. That alone would be a strong college career for most gymnasts. Joscelyn wasn't done with elite gymnastics either. She joined a very short list of athletes who try to do both, full NCAA college gymnastics and full elite international competition at the exact same time, training for world championship selection while also being a full-time college student athlete, traveling back and forth between two completely different worlds of the same sport. Most gymnasts pick one. Joscelyn tried to be excellent at both, simultaneously right after coming off a year fighting through an ankle injury. October 20 to 25, World Championships in Jakarta, Indonesia. Joscelyn qualifies to the vault final. In that final, she delivers a clean vault under real pressure right after China's Deng Yelin, one of the best vaulters in the world, has an uncharacteristic balk and doesn't finish her routine. Joscelyn holds her position through the rest of the competition. Final result: bronze medal, her first individual World Championships medal on the biggest stage in the sport, while also being a full-time college athlete. She said afterward, quote, "When I got here, I just really got in my head about it and lost all of my confidence. So just finding the confidence again, I'm really proud of myself." The road to that medal wasn't clean either. In practice the day before finals, she came up short on a landing and left with soreness in the same ankle that had already cost her a medal in 2023. She told Olympics.com afterward that what she'd shown in practice didn't match what she'd been training at home. She competed in the final anyway, posting vault scores of 13.966 and 13.600 for a total of 13.983. And that medal wasn't a standalone moment. That same summer, she'd already taken all-around bronze at the US Classic, plus silver on floor and bronze in the all-around at the US National Championships. Her sophomore year at Arkansas kept building. Regional titles on beam and floor. All-American honors. She helped Arkansas reach the Elite Eight at NCAA Championships, the program's best finish in years. By her sophomore season, she was nearly unguardable. 7 event titles on beam. 11 scores of 9.900 or higher on floor, including an 8-meet streak where she never dropped below that mark. At the SEC Championships, she became the first gymnast in NCAA history to compete a vault called the Mustafina in competition, one of the most difficult vaults in the entire college gymnastics landscape. She was also fighting through another injury by that point, one she picked up during a leap series in podium training right before the championship. She competed through it anyway. By every single outside measure, Joscelyn Roberson was winning. A world medal, a record-breaking college career, a team having its best season ever with her on the floor. And then, right after that championship run, she shocked the entire gymnastics world. She entered the transfer portal. Nobody saw it coming. She wasn't injured out of the sport. She wasn't cut. She wasn't struggling. On paper, she had everything going right. Why would anyone walk away from that? Here's what she actually said about it. Quote, "I just wasn't happy here, so I decided I have to tell them I'm gonna leave because my happiness is worth more than anything else." Read that again. Not a performance issue, not a coaching conflict, not an injury forcing her hand. She looked at a winning, successful, record-breaking situation and decided that being unhappy inside of it mattered more than any of the results it was producing. That's an incredibly hard thing to say publicly, especially with an entire sport watching and reacting. She'd actually considered transferring at the start of that same season and talked herself out of it, telling herself she was being dramatic because she loved Arkansas so much. It wasn't until right after the championship run that she finally decided it was time. She visited Florida, UCLA, and Georgia before choosing Georgia, where she's reuniting with her original elite coaches, the same Landis who trained her back at World Champion Center. She described the visit simply, quote, "When I was there, I couldn't really explain it, but it just felt like I felt relaxed and I felt like, okay, this is where I'm meant to be." She's taking the entire 2026 elite season off, letting her body fully heal from multiple injuries, including the one from that championship run. Her own words about what comes next are simple and direct. Quote, 27 is the big goal. Make that world's team, and then obviously 2028. So here's my question for you. 2028, Los Angeles. Does Joscelyn Roberson make that Olympic team, this time not as an alternate, but as a competitor? Does betting on her own happiness end up being the decision that gets her there? Drop your prediction in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll be back to check when the time comes.